Good morning. Back out at the cabin. Today I'm going to be emptying out the entire cabin, going through everything, organizing it, getting things ready for winter. I do this at least once a year. And I do it for a couple of reasons. I like to have a look around, make sure there's nothing living in here, no mice or shrews. And I have a lot of things stored underneath the bed, and I often forget what I have out here. And if anything ever goes wrong, it's good to have some extra items, screws, nails, nuts and bolts. Actually, last year, this air intake, the bolt on it snapped off, and I had no way to control my stove. But luckily I had a few spare parts and I was able to repair it until I could find a new bolt. So the first step is to get everything out of the cabin, including this firewood. That is mostly everything out of the cabin. You can see it looks quite different. So under my bed I have a bunch of storage totes. And I used to have a rope frame to hold my mattress up, and then I found this metal frame. So besides some stuff on the shelf there, in that storage unit, everything is out of the cabin. So I'm going to give it a good spray with this fly spray and shut the door. And this is everything that was inside the cabin. There's some tools. Underneath I have some storage totes. That's my survival pantry cooler. Pots and pans and stuff. But as I go through this, I'll briefly stop and maybe talk about it. I don't want to show every single thing that I have because that would take forever. And this is a painting I made, but a tool fell over and ripped right through the canvas. So I think I'll paint another one, but maybe a winter scene instead. And this here is a toolbox I made specifically for the cabin. And here's a little look at just some of the hand tools. I have more that I'll go through later, but just have a quick look. Some of these were brought out here to build a cabin, and I don't really use them anymore. And anything I'm not using, I will be bringing home. These are a couple of chisels I made with super heavy duty handles. I used them when I was building the cabin. And here's some more tools. A spark arrestor, splitting maul, shovel, cultivating tool, my grandfather's axe. This thing I picked up at an antique store, just this blade, and I made a handle for it, and it's really good for cutting through roots in the ground. Without it, you cannot dig a hole around here. It's almost impossible. Crosscut saw. This is a cant hook that I made for rolling logs. It's kind of a cant hook and a log PV all in one. And this pickaxe, it's really good for digging. Grandfather's axe, crosscut saw, they're two of my most important tools out here. And I have one more tool, I guess you can call it a tool it's one of my most important things out here. It's not in this pile, and see if you can guess what it is. And in this ammo tin I keep a bunch of nails and screws to make repairs. So before I forget, I need to bring a bunch of these home. I have nothing at home. And I found some more tools. This here is all my cookware. This actually found in the garbage. Someone was throwing that away. This pot here is my main pot for melting snow. So this is usually tied up making water. So I need this pot here, cast iron frying pan, this little Dutch oven for my clay oven, mixing bowl. This is my sink, roasting pan. Last year I made a duck in that. It was really good. Muffin tin and a baking pan. Oh, and this is new. Little kettle. This is my survival pantry, very important. I keep dry and canned goods out here in case I ever get stranded. And in the spring I try to clear it out. I didn't want anything to go to waste, but now that winter's approaching, each trip I'll be bringing out like an extra item with me till it's full. This here is my bed. It's a really thick piece of memory foam with a waterproof blanket stitched over top. To get it out here, I rolled it up really tight and knelt on it as I rolled it. Wrapped it in tape and then put it inside of a garbage bag. It's probably about the same size of a sleeping bag. And by the time I got it out here, that bag and this foam was just being ripped to shreds, being snagged on all the thick brush around here. I always get people saying, you know, why don't you insulate your cabin? Well, I couldn't imagine, even if I could afford insulation, I couldn't imagine getting it through this bush without it being ripped to shreds. But I need to do some stitching on this mattress. It's starting to come apart. This last tote here is where I keep my blankets and window coverings. These go over the windows to help keep out the cold. I believe they're blackout curtains. I'm not 100% sure, but they're really tightly knit. They don't let any air pass through. And what I was thinking was, I have all these blankets, and when I go to bed, sometimes in the morning, they're all over the place. So I was thinking of maybe quilting them all together, so I just have one really thick blanket. I'm going to lay these out on top of my mattress and see if it'll even work. So I thought I was going to lose my mind trying to do this in this confined space. If I was at home where I could lay this out on the floor, it would have been so much easier. But I picked the largest blanket that I had. I laid that out and I doubled up all the other blankets except for a couple of small ones and laid them on top. Now I'm going to fold that edge over and give it a stitching. And there's my quilt. All the blankets inside are doubled over, so it's actually twice as thick as it was before. And I just tack stitched it in different areas down the middle so the blankets don't shift around on the inside. And then did a really ugly blanket stitch all the way around. I'm really glad I used white thread on this white blanket because it's pretty ugly. But maybe one night during the winter I'll take my time and do it better. I brought out my needle I made recently, and I used this to push the needle through the blankets because it was really thick. It's hard to get through all those blankets. And she's snowing and blowing out there pretty hard. Glad I'm inside the cabin, nice and warm. So I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere. This is a little storage unit I have with a bunch of odds and ends. It's kind of my junk drawer of the cabin. I'm actually finding a lot of stuff I'm bringing home. I have one last place to clean up, and that's in the top of my storage cabinet. I got funnels, utensils, can openers, a whisk, a little cutting board, oven mitts, some knives. This is all the stuff I'll be taking home with me. Completely full backpack, just a lot of little things I decided to bring home that I can live without. It's not heavy, it's just a lot of little things. And here's another bag full of stuff. And before I forget, my third most important tool out of my cabin is my sled. And this is where I'm at. I have a feeling winter will come late this year, but when it arrives, the cabin will be ready. With each coming trip, I will slowly stock the pantry and cut more firewood. It will be interesting to see what Mother Nature has in store for us, and I hope to share another winter of adventures at the cabin.